beloved Evelyn and Jennifer McCormick. Hello, ladies. Hello,
Hi,
hello.
Evelyn. Hi, Jennifer McCormick.
So nice to see everyone. Hello, Nikki
Thank
Socks. I hope I
you.
said that. Saz, excuse me. Yes.
Hi, Nikki.
Me and my
Yeah.
shadow. Welcome, welcome. Thank
Hello,
you.
me,
Thank
my
you guys for
shadow.
joining us tonight. Sorry,
Yay.
it almost looks like I have like a Halloween theme going on
I
all of a sudden.
It wasn't like that just a few minutes ago, but the sun just came down and shot through your window all of a sudden.
It almost looks like, what is that called? Ice, dry ice
It
smoke.
kind of does, yeah. But that literally, it's just the sun must have hit your window because the sun's going down and just shot the light through. So you're in the light, darling. There you go.
We'll give it a moment to calm itself down.
It will.
At least I don't have Brian always gets like those insane little green like ripples across his screen.
Yeah, he's a magical, energetic man.
It's insane. I'm always
I
like,
know,
oh,
right?
what was that? What just happened?
I know. It's like he's got so much power. It's making the computer kind of like glitch and do this matrixy thing. So it's kind of cool. Thank you for putting live in the comments there. That really helps. It really makes the algorithms tells Facebook and YouTube that we're kind of fabulous and more people will find us that way too. We also really appreciate it if you can heart our video if you're over on Facebook too, and if you're on YouTube, put the little click the thumbs up on the video too, and we would love a subscribe too. Nancy and I have new YouTube channels, and she's at Nancy Muratalla. Is that right?
Yes. Yep.
At Nancy Muratalla, and I'm at Medium Jennifer Rose, and just those little things just help us to keep growing. And of course, the Sacred Spiral Network as well too. The thumbs up, the likes, the subscribes. We really appreciate it, and it's so fun because when you push subscribe, it makes a little sparkly thing happen. So you'll get some gratification for for helping us out. So
Yeah.
thank you for that. Thank you for your support.
And I know that's got to be just to click on ours only, right? It's not for everyone. Yeah, right?
It's for everybody.
Oh, man.
Just these little celebration things happen when you click the subscribe button. So you want to go on there just to make.
I thought it was personalized for you and
I
I.
know. Wouldn't that be great? Oh, Evelyn
Speaking of
says you
Brian.
look magical and mystical tonight.
Oh, thank you, Evelyn. I feel magic in the air, that's for sure. Or maybe that's because Brian just joined us.
Hey, Brian, how you
Magical
doing?
Wizard.
Good to see you. Thank you for joining us and coming and supporting us on our anniversary.
Yeah, boy, it's been quite a year. I mean, we've gone through so many, topics, we've done a deep dive into so many things. And I think originally, Jennifer and I wanted to give it a name. Number one, that was kind of fitting to our personality, but also a very spiritual context to it, where we could literally talk about anything and share really live, real things with everyone and not necessarily have to sugarcoat anything. Honestly, things are not, rainbows and sunshine all the time. And, we really want to, talk about real things that are happening with everyone, to make you feel seen, loved, heard, all of that. We want you to know that you're also not alone. So really excited about Fashionably Spiritual being 1 year old. So
Me too.
that's amazing.
Yeah. Well put. Well put. And yes, we love to go in depth with our topics and have you all contribute with us. And so it's definitely a group effort here too. And plus Nancy and I have fun dressing up. So
Absolutely.
and your lighting just got perfect. So hello, Michelle Dion.
I have to keep readjusting for some reason.
Yeah, no, it looks good now. It's calmed down a bit. So it was just that little bit of the way that was hitting your window, but it was kind of cool. But now it's more normal. So hi, Michelle. How are you? That's my queen friend, Michelle. Good to see you.
Hi,
Thanks
Michelle.
for the happy anniversary. Also, who else joined us too? Gemma and Miss Vivian. Hello, hello. Aloha to you. Christy, Labyrinth Criterion, Josh, a happy medium. We love happy mediums.
Ooh, yes. That's
Not too small, not too big, just a happy medium.
Yeah, that's right.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't say all my
Michelle.
jokes were good. So, thank you, Vivian.
Aloha, Vivian.
Hey,
All right. Well,
hi,
like
Mish.
Jennifer said, we do have a special guest with us tonight because it's our 1 year anniversary. So, of course, why wouldn't we have, Miss Kelly Brickel with us tonight? So, if she's ready to pop in, we're ready for you.
Yay.
She's manning the controls. So,
Yeah, of course. Come on in, Miss Kelly.
hi, Lisa Paris.
She's not coming. There she
Emma.
is.
Hey, Kelly.
Hey, Nancy.
How are
Hey,
you?
Jennifer.
Hello,
Hello.
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 Thank you for
How
being
you
our
doing?
guest. It couldn't be
Oh,
anybody else but you. It had to be. So thank you for saying
Yes.
yes.
absolutely. I mean, I can't wrap my head around. Thank you for having me. I can't wrap my head around. It's been a year. It doesn't make any sense to me. Seriously, it feels like
I
4
know.
months.
I know. Well, I think it took us a year to put the graphics together, right?
Yeah, hey, but they got done, right? It's a feat.
Beautifully.
It's a
Yes.
whole
Hi,
process.
Lisa.
Oh, yes. Yes. So thank you. I mean, we really have enjoyed the last 12 months. I can't tell you how much it means to me to be a part of this network. So thank you for creating it. Thank you for all that you do. You really have set the foundation for what it's become. So we thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you, Nancy. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just good stuff that you two bring. So I'm more than happy and honored. It's
Oh,
just nothing but
Yeah.
good stuff. Thank you.
It literally is a network, because you've created this network and it just keeps expanding and getting bigger, and it's just all based in love. And so it's interesting because I can see the expansion, and I see the idea of what's happening in the background, which is just like these little love hubs keep coming together and sticking, and
yeah.
and then here we are, and then that's what it is, and that's what we need, because the bigger something like that gets, it kind of can replace things we're ready to let go of the old days, and bring more
Yeah.
love. Hi,
Yeah.
Nikki.
When
Hi.
I first experienced, this network, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this, there was a lot of things that we all experience in our everyday life. And sometimes you're like, is it just me? Am I the only one going through this? Am I the only one feeling this way? And even some of the initial shows, I was like, oh, wow, this is really like real talk, and it's real powerful, and I can relate to it. And, I even as a person, whether you're a medium or not, I mean, life can be really hard. And it's really nice to know that you're not alone, and you can jump on, one of these shows, and you can interact as an audience member. And you can ask your questions. And it's quite unique too that all the different shows have a different type of guest that comes on some of the shows that bring guests on, and they have different modalities of how they do certain things. And I know I've learned a lot. A lot of it has gone over my head, and I'm like, oh, maybe I need to learn more about this that I didn't know before. So it's been fantastic.
There's so many people on with love to give, and yeah, it's all growing. Whether you see it with the shows or whether you see it in other ways with the energy or how we're all coming together behind the scenes, there's growth all the time,
Yeah.
and it feels really good. And yeah, my greatest hope, and you beautifully, both of you, facilitate the space of just having candor and lightheartedness and real talk. It sounds so funny to say that because we don't always get a chance to have that. And
Yeah.
as women or as intuitives, we welcome the men to here. But however the duality or however the sharing, you're just able to go, yep, we're here to talk. It's not like, hey everybody, I'm gonna tell I'm gonna tell you about my day, and I'm a medium and welcome, and there's like a separate kind of energy, like you're coming to see me. It's not, that's not what these shows are about. It's very inclusive. So thank you for both being so helpful and humble and loving, and such great friends and such great hosts.
Oh, we love you. You
I
know,
love you too.
when I was thinking about all of this today, and Mel Robbins, she's such a great speaker, and she was posting a video that kind of really caught my attention, and it kind of started off with, you know, do you know who's going through a tough time right now? And then she paused and she said, everyone, every single person, every single
Yeah.
person is carrying something that you can't see. Okay. And, it could be, the person checking you out at the grocery store. It could be the person that is, doing some road rage. Everyone is carrying something that we don't know about, and it's heavy on their heart. And she talked a little bit about, there is something that you can hold on to. And honestly, it's pretty powerful to just exude kindness, and not to lose ourselves in that, because it's quite extraordinary when you can be going through your own hardships and you can still reach people in a very kind way. And it doesn't mean stop the presses, stop everything. Someone's having an urgent situation, you need to go tend to them. Still keep your boundaries, but we can still have that kindness with one another, because honestly, every single one of us is holding on to something, some things that, weigh us down, that are heavy on our hearts. So I think the community that we're in, is really a great example of doing that.
Yeah, I agree with
Absolutely.
you very much. So
Absolutely.
we're all very, very supportive of each other. And this has turned into be a very safe, loving space. So people, I think, know when they come that they'll feel safe here, they'll feel loved here, they'll feel friendship here and connection. And it's an honor to really be able to be part of that, to be helping to create that for each other too. And what you say also, it helps us to have perspective to hold what we're going through with love and grace, but also to remember that, like you said, everybody's going through something. And so then we don't get just solely focused on our own little world, if that makes sense. It's like, oh, everybody's going through something, we're all in this together, we're all doing this thing called being human. And that helps to sometimes give ourselves a breath, so we don't get too sucked into what's happening too, and can just remember, yep, everybody's going through something, and that way we have an understanding of like how much we can expect somebody else to do for us or not do for, things like that too. So it helps a lot. So
yeah, we could definitely still have, we can still be kind, we can still have compassion for others,
yeah,
and still carry our own hardships, and hopefully that's reciprocated where it makes us feel good as well. And it is a really great reminder that you can still hold on to your power and your integrity, and you can get through some of the hard stuff, and know that you have community, you have people that you can count on. It's important.
It is
yeah.
important. It is important. I want to say hello to everyone here, too, as well. We have so many people within the community. And also, I want to just ask really quick, Instagram is on, but I've never seen this do this before. It's flipping from portrait to landscape mode.
I'll take a look really quick.
I might take us off because it is not showing our faces.
Kind of
So
wonky.
I think I'm just going to take us off. I tried restarting it, so I'm going to redo that.
I'm not even finding it as of yet. I see
I
here.
took it off and redid it. I'm just
Oh,
going to take
okay.
it off. I'm just going to take it off. I'll
Okay.
tell you. Yeah, it's just my instincts
Well,
that plan. I'm just
we're
going to
on a
take it off.
learning curve, you know. I've noticed that all of us are learning a lot of new things, and we're picking up new skills and adding things and leveling up here and there and doing all these things. And so we're all on this big learning curve. So I'm going to guess that lots of you beautiful friends that are watching here are having the same experience. That's like we're in this like year of the fire horse. We just had the Aries stellium, and now we've got the Gemini, the Uranus and Gemini, and it's just all about like going forward and advancing. So I would just imagine pretty much everyone here is noticing that too. Like, oh yes, I've been feeling drawn to do this better and to learn how to do this and to add this little thing too. So it's busy, busy, busy for all of us.
Mhm.
Hi, Jeremiah.
Yes.
Uranus is really correct, ushering us forward. That's what Uranus
Yeah.
does.
Mhm.
So I'm doing my little things back here to help us.
She's definitely multitasking. I love
Yeah,
it.
I did the best I could with it. But normally Instagram behaves and it's just portrait, and
Mhm.
Mhm.
it actually was flipping between both, which is that's not even normal.
Yeah.
So I just took this off. So it's okay.
We
We're
tried.
here.
I
Yep.
want to talk
We're
about
here.
something else that might be a little heavy, but like I said, I want to keep things real with everyone. I really want to touch some subjects so people know that they're not alone. You know, I want to talk a little bit about life after loss. Um, you know, lost parents, spouses, siblings, children. You know, when someone goes through that level of pain, they really start seeing life completely different from how they once did. Okay. And, you know, even life before loss for me personally, like I never even would have thought there's a whole nother, like I would have never have dreamt that I would have to face that someday in the manner in which it comes. And I will say life after loss is something that we kind of don't tolerate fake energy after that. And I'll expand a little bit on that because we kind of don't play about our peace anymore. Um, you know, some of the parts of us, obviously, we change, you know, they change. Relationships become more important to you. Um, Boundaries step in. There's a lot of shifts that happen deep inside the person um, that we used to be doesn't fully exist anymore, if that makes sense. And we almost move differently. And we carry a smile on our face. And it's not that we're not feeling joy or happiness in moments with other people, but the pain and the loss is always there in the background. It's almost like it almost exists like a melancholy. Like it's always there. And, you know, you're planning things. Okay, but I don't have my mom here anymore, but my mom died. You know, someone's getting to graduate. I'm so excited, but I don't have my mom here anymore. It's always with us. Am I here to share the answer to it all? I'm not. I just want you all to know that we all feel and go through the same type of grief. It lives within our body, and I don't have the answer to it, but I will say that we do learn something in the process, and it really creates a deeper bond within ourselves and other people. Okay. And when I say we don't play about wanting real connections, like honestly, you guys, I have no problem saying no anymore to things. If it doesn't feel right for me, I'm just, it's a no is a full sentence.
Yeah.
Okay. It is a full sentence to say no, you know, No. And I'm not up for just talking about the weather. Like, I want real connections with people. I mean, of course, we can keep our niceties, right? Passing somebody in the store, what have you. But it really, it changes us. And why wouldn't it? It changes us.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Jennifer, do you want to jump in, or should I jump in? Or
Mm. It's so much the human condition. And then, yeah, there's a point where, yeah, it transforms you to a place that you barely recognize who you used to be to who you are now. And that loss can include yourself too. And, the innocence that you once had, or the hope that you once had, and then you see the world differently than you did before. So there's so many different kinds of feeling grief, feeling loss, and it's one thing that connects us all together, including the joy, including the love and the laughter and the connection too. So we're connected through it all. But you're absolutely right that it matures you. And when that happens, you kind of are back in your body, and you just don't have the space or the mental bandwidth for the fluff or the BS anymore, that kind of thing. And it's like, so small talk becomes not for you anymore too. And so it sounds like, we crave more depth, we crave more connection, we crave an opportunity to live life in a more meaningful way, so that whatever time we have left, we spend with purpose.
Yeah.
And spending that time making memories and building connections and living our dreams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So what we learn from these things is positive, but I understand what you're saying. It's just there's this, it's like a deep feeling that you hold inside of you, and it's always there. And that's just your grief of how things used to be.
Yeah.
And now this is how we are now. And it's kind of a trade-off. So the cost sometimes for growth is very high. I don't know why you guys made it like that. God,
I know.
but we did. And thus is life. But
Yeah. But you know what, Jennifer?
well said.
Here's the
Yeah.
upside to it, is that if we are at least aware of what we're talking about right now,
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of huge. Because if we could take that kind of pain and really connection with it, and I'll tell you, probably more than half of the mediums end up being mediums after great loss. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've had that loss, some people don't even have that blinders coming off, like, oh my God, there is something bigger. There is something better. Even though this hurts so bad, there is something more to this. So it's actually pretty fantastic if we can say that we feel this way, that we want the deeper connections. We
Yeah.
get it. Life is not forever. We get it. We want to make the most of our time with each and every person that we want to spend our time with.
Yeah. That's the awakening.
Yeah.
So we hope that everybody will have that opportunity to, and right now, collectively, plenty of things to grieve over and plenty of reasons to wake up. So,
I just
how
got
about you,
total
Kelly?
chills with that.
Yep.
yeah,
Hey,
there's
Jennifer.
there's a lot going on. It's a very progressive time, and world events, and what that means to being human, and what we want to do different, because there's a lot where we can't look away from. Kim Princess says awareness is key. We're forced to be more aware of how this world really works, and what we want to do about it. I also love what Miss Shelley said. She said, sadly, not everyone listens and not everyone is heard. Communication is key. And Nancy was saying or like, I don't have a problem saying no anymore. I don't value relationships that don't have depth. I want something more being involved within this work. And so I know that I've learned that I want to be around people who listen. I want to be around people who help me to open up, and I help them to open up. There's more than enough people that don't get it. So that's okay. We're not going to shun them, but it's like, maybe I just don't spend my time, and maybe I don't share all my ideas with those people, and maybe I don't get worked up when they don't understand me, and I go somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
And I can say,
Yeah.
okay, they're not on the same wavelength. So I'm going to go over here and find my people, or I'm going to actually believe that's out there, and I'm just not, saying weird things, or people can't understand me. The world is changing, and this work helps us change, as well as let people know, hey, this is not so weird. This is spirit helping to guide the way. This is not just us. Like, this is not humans guiding the way. Humans guiding the way, things don't always go so well when that happens. Let's do something better and bigger.
Yeah.
More meaningful.
Yeah. And Kelly, what you talk about, maybe the energy that you feel with someone may not be, the right timing or the right situation or place. But I also think that people that you are connected with, that can change. You can feel the energy shifts when it does change. And what's that old saying, sometimes people are just here for a moment, not necessarily a lifetime. And you usually can feel the energy. And I'm not just talking if someone disagrees with you and you feel off, but it's a little bit of a deeper feeling when the energy is just not connecting anymore. And it may have been that it was just there for a time, and it's not a forever thing. I mean, nothing is forever, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, we get scared when things change.
Yeah.
And I think that spirit is eternal, and that we'll be able to find each other again in other experiences and other maybe realities, dimensions, maybe on the other side. Like, everyone goes back and goes, hey, thanks for helping me learn. And maybe we look different. Maybe how we associate is different, and we're doing something different down here, and it feels all weird, and it's temporary down here. So I try not to have I try not to grab onto things, because I just feel like I'm going to, I don't know, I'm going to experience more things. I'm going to see everybody again. It's not the final. I'm kind of okay with things happening. I just feel like we're soul connected. We're not going to lose each other if someone's important to us.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, we know how quickly things can change. So, it's important to, again, at the end of it all, it's not really going to be important, all the things that you purchased. It's going to be the relationships, when you go to bed at night and your head and your heart is heavy from, oh my gosh, I forgot to do this. I forgot to do that. Oh my God, at work, I got to get this done. Like, none of that matters. I mean, it matters, right? It matters. We're here, we're human. We have to do our jobs. We have to pay our bills. We have to do all of that. But if it gives you any light to maybe not stress so hard, especially when you lay your head down to go to bed at night, like, let it go. Like, just love your sitting in the power and your meditations. Like, let everything just drop to the wayside. You can pick them back up later. Like, give yourself a break, give yourself a moment just to rest, because grief alone, like, you feel tired, like it consumes your whole body. Grief, sadness, it takes a lot out on you.
Michael Christopher.
Yes, but Michael's here to help loosen up.
We all
He's,
have a
he's here,
purpose, Michael. We
he's
all
here
have
bringing the laughter.
a purpose.
I think there's something important that we can talk about is because we have so many mediums here, and I love Rikma's comment about love is forever too. Is we have so many mediums here, and we need to hold space for people, but we also have to hold space in a way that we can keep our flow going as we're working with them too. But we're forced to develop, a heavy duty amount of empathy for people too. But in our day-to-day stuff with our friends, not just our clients, but with our friends and our family, we can learn to hold space. That's not the same as becoming codependent. So we can be kind, we can be helpful without going codependent on them. So those are two very different things. And I think sometimes in maybe our desire to not be that, we're trying to help them by, kind of like the pull yourself up by your bootstraps kind of thing too. Like, and maybe that works sometimes, but it's just finding the balance and how you're going to help somebody, how you're going to be there for them too. And that's kind of an art in itself, if that makes sense too. And but I also know that sometimes when people are in grief, it can be triggering for the other person, because if there's something inside of them that they haven't dealt with yet, or then it can trigger something inside of them, and then they start to feel unsafe. So I point that out to be mindful that if somebody's not able to be there for us, they may not just be trying to, you know, be an asshole. They're just actually it's just triggering. They can't do it right now, if that makes sense. And so understanding that it's not about you, right?
Yeah.
It's just like that person's not available to be that for me now. Can I find somebody who can as well too? And I'm not excusing bad behavior. I'm just offering, some other understandings of things too. Hi, everybody who's joined us
Everyone's going
too.
through their own things. Yeah.
Yeah, too, and some people may be running on empty, and then they don't have the energy as much to help too. But so then comes communication to say, I don't have a whole lot to give, but I do care.
That's
About you right now. But this is what I am able to do, and like I try to be very responsive with people because I know that I'm very busy, and I sometimes people are like, are you still there? Like, are we still friends? And I just try to remind, like, no, I haven't gone anywhere. I'm still here with you. I still love you. Just, it's okay, So just those little levels of communication can be very helpful for people just to think about how everyone's feeling as much as you can. But yeah, so I just wanted to add a little bit of more flavors to it too.
I think one of the
Thank you,
biggest
Vivian.
things I've heard, including from my own family members, is that when someone close to you passes, everyone shows up and then everyone's gone.
Yeah.
And it could be a number of things. And I'm glad, Jennifer, you pointed that out, because I don't know that I ever gave a thought that it could be triggering for someone who maybe just lost someone themselves or lost somebody 20 years ago. It doesn't matter. But I think the biggest thing that I hear is that everyone said, if you need anything, let me know. I'll be here. I'll be here. I'll be here. And then nobody is there after, it's done. And the person is left really feeling empty. And I think part of that problem is people, they don't know how to fix it. They don't know what to say. They don't know how to make you feel better. I honestly think it's nothing personal. I don't think they're trying to not be there for you. Some people handle death differently than others. Some people don't even want to go to a funeral. They don't want that. They don't want to be there for that. They don't want that to be the last remembrance. There's a lot of different takes on how people deal with death. And, I can talk about my sister for one, like everyone kind of abandoned her. And at some point, she did end up going to grief counseling. She has got so many new friends that can actually relate to her. She's so busy, I can't even schedule time with her. She's got so many new connections that she needed. Okay. That she needed, where they don't feel like you just talk about everyday life stuff. So I think that's part of the reason why you feel like everyone has abandoned you. Some people don't, they want to fix things. We want to fix things. And
Yeah.
you can't fix that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And fixing is like advice, and things like that. And it's like sometimes it's just a checking in, thinking about you. I love you, sending you a hug,
I'm
or,
here.
what I'm here. What do you need?
Yeah.
And just try your best. I know that, but death is very triggering for people. It puts their own existence into question too. So then they
Yeah.
start thinking about what's going to happen to them. And if somebody, so that's the only part about, I'm a medium. So I know, that consciousness moves on and life moves on and love moves on, because we do that through mediumship all the time. But for some reason, having somebody close to me, the thought of somebody close to me passing, that's when I get a little existential dread. I just it throws me into a little spin there too. So we all have these like weird things that happens in our mind. But I do agree with you, Nancy. We try not to abandon people in their time of need. Um, it's important just to try your best, and if everybody can work as a team too. So it's like not just one person's holding the load for another person, but they've got a multitude of people that are kind of working together too. So
Yeah.
Yes, I think
beautiful.
so. I think there's a time of change, whether it's loss of a friend that's living, or loss of a family member that's living, or loss of actual transition through passing. There's a space that opens up, and it could be lonely, or new people can come in. But if there is a delay or a pause, it doesn't seem that way initially. And I do think like we are made to survive. Life helps us survive. And we get to a place where there is an opportunity for more friendships, more opportunities, something where our life keeps going because we're living, but we can sometimes think that's not the way, and go back into our shell and then look at life in the perspective of, well, this is how it's supposed to be because we're used to it, or it once was that way. And we get resentful because I don't think the new rules are working. I don't think that this is panning out for me. Or even the conversations we're trying to have with the people around us, if we even can, maybe none of those are working because something new is supposed to come in. But that is so disorientating and maddening, and grief has its pain, just beyond the events, and beyond the association of with that person. A lot of times grief has to do with the person themselves, with their relationship, with what it means, what happens next, what does that mean for me, what does life look like. They think it's the loss of the other person, but really it's the loss of the self that they knew themselves as in association with the other person.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Well said.
And that could be very frightening. That's for sure. Absolutely. And
Well
time
said.
passes, but that kind of loss, it never fully leaves us. It just becomes something that we silently carry with us every single day. And I don't care if it was 2 months ago or 25, 30 years ago, you're still going to have your moments where you do want to cry for them. You have that deep sadness that hits you at any moment, and it can catch you off guard. I mean, my mom has been passed for going on 12 years, and something will hit me just a certain way, and I'll be in my car and I'll just start crying, and I'm like, oh, where did that come from? Oh my gosh, like
I
there's
do
no
that with my pets. I
no
do that
time
with my
limit.
pets. Yeah. My pets in spirit. Just see, I can't even I can't even go there.
Yeah.
Just, I can't even think about it.
That's very pure, though, Jennifer
Mm,
and Nancy. That's just a remembering of the love. It's cracking open the heart that they've come to crack open your heart, whether
yeah,
they're in the moment with us in the living or they're coming back to us. They're giving
yeah,
us so much love and they're in service. My goodness.
Yeah.
In service are these beautiful souls that have come to be our animals and our friends. Gosh, such a
Yeah.
higher
yeah.
vibration than a human can be, I believe, at times, to be of service as an animal companion and love.
Hmm. You
That's
know,
cry.
there's even triggering moments, like my so my oldest sister passed quite some time ago. So my next sister, which is now the oldest sister, you know, she's always been like a mom to me, and she and I are really close. And she told me the other day, which I knew that they were talking about it, that she was going to be possibly moving to another state to be closer to her daughter and her grandkids. And she told me a couple of days ago that they made the decision to do it. And I kind of just broke down a little bit because I felt like I was losing my mom again all over. And it, like, again, caught me by surprise. And I'm like, okay, this is exciting for them. Why are you crying? Why are you so sad? But yeah.
Because it's a change. Every change comes with a little bit of grief, so
Yeah.
there's always we're always gonna have a bit of mourning and a bit of welcoming at the same time, and it's sort of just this cycle of life that we're in too, because we're always like welcoming the new, but then every time there's a change, whether it's within us or around us too, then it's like how we saw ourselves before, letting that go. That beautiful day that you just had, now we say goodbye to, and there's a little bit of grief in that, you know but then you're going to get to wake up the next day and say hello to this new day, this new you, this new version. And we shift all the time anyways, but um it's it, it's just so much. It's
Yeah.
just
Mhm.
it's just so much. But so for you, it's like they're going to be far away. That's a change.
Yeah.
That's a, oh yeah, they're not as close anymore, and it's going to
Well,
change the way that you relate to each other and connect. So
little does she know I might follow her.
Yeah, we're all
well, see now that
connected.
that gets me. I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, what, Nancy? No, 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 no. You're my Southern California friend. We don't do that. No.
No, no,
So I
no.
don't think so, girl.
You can follow her to visit, or hey, Nancy, whatever floats your boat. But
I don't
yeah,
get on planes, remember?
I, I don't know
Good
how
for
far she
us.
is, but
I know.
I love what Gary says here. Jennifer or Nancy,
Yeah.
if you want to read.
Grief is not a disorder, a disease, or a sign of weakness. It is an emotional, spiritual, and physical necessity. Absolutely.
I think grief is a
He's
necessity of life. It's what
yeah,
makes us human and
quoting
teaches
Jill Cohen.
us.
Yep.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
And
you
thank you
know,
for sharing that.
if people ever say, "Oh, in time you'll get over it, you'll be fine," nah, it doesn't work that way. It'll change. It'll move differently, but it still remains with you no matter what. It just
it's
still
gonna.
remains with you.
Do you believe, Nancy and Jennifer? Like, I think it remains with you to fulfill something within your soul. So I think it can change in unexpected ways,
Oh yeah.
good or maybe unpleasant, like grief. But I think it moves through you until you find something within it where all of a sudden it can be something different. And there's some people that I know who are somewhat free feeling within their grief, and then there's some people that absolutely it's wrapped all around them for 20 years because their soul is still learning and processing and understanding and finding what they need to find through what that means to them, or how they want to feel, or how they want to feel connected to that person in that space. It's very complicated. It's very complicated. It reminds me of things of, I don't mean to simplify it, I don't mean to trivialize it, but it reminds me of things that we carry for many, many years that are so personal to us at our core, where it's just not something where we can just get over.
No.
And that translates to anything that someone goes, well, can't you get over this? Can't you try this? Can't you try that? And it's like, no, it's a soul thing. It's a soul thing.
I mean, I can try to put this in a few words, but like I've pretty much have lost most of my family. So I'm not talking like one or two. I've lost a lot of people. Thankfully, I have my husband and my son. I've lost mother, father, stepfather, stepmother, aunts, uncles, grandparents, sister, like our core people. You know, like major contributors in my life. And I will say, yeah, it has given me a lot of beauty, a lot of spiritual uplifting and connection. And I probably would not be even doing mediumship or even here with you all had none of that happened. But my life as I knew it, it changed. I mean, when you lose your loved ones, everything changes. I mean, I just have the memories and the love, which I love that I have all of that. But again, realization, like even if you're a medium and you still know what's up, they're still here with you. We still want them here physically in the physical form. I mean, I don't want to say this so callously, but it's not good enough to know that they're just there and with me and I can connect with them. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. But would I love to have them here back with me? Had I realized while I had them to do things maybe better, more different? Absolutely. I have the remorse and regret like anybody else who's lost loved ones. Like, what could I have done differently? I should have spent more time. I shouldn't have been such a bad daughter. All of those things. So I don't know. You live with it. It just stays within you. It stays with you. And we just wait for the day to reunite and have that pain diminish. Right.
Do you find yourself like applying the lessons of life where I wish I did that differently, so with the next person, maybe you can do it differently? Do you find yourself going, I don't want to do that again, and you start living in a different way?
That's a great question. I would have hoped I would have learned it 100%. I think that I've learned a lot. The family members that I still do have, I move a little different with them now, but they're not quite in the same place maybe as I am. We're all in different places, where I'm like, what do you mean you all are moving away? Like, we only have this short time together. We should be one happy family in the same state, in the same house. I don't know. Like, we should all be together. Like, haven't we lost enough? But we're here. We're human. Everyone's living their life. So for me, I do feel like I move different. Am I still busy every day? Am I still going to work? Am I still doing this after work and not spending every living moment with? I am going to still have regrets. Guaranteed, I will still have regrets, even within my own household. I will still have regrets that I kept telling my husband that he packs the dishwasher completely wrong and he's supposed to start it this way with the dishes. He's not supposed to put that away there. I'm still going to have all the regrets for being nitpicky, for not being fantastic and happy and joyful every day with the people I love. So yes and no to all of it.
Well, you help to remind all of us, Nancy, just to be more present with each other and do the best that you can. I have a gal, and she comes to our Sunday service, and I've read for her before, and she's been very open about me sharing this little section of her story. But I remember connecting her with her father, um, and one of the pieces that came out was that he would tell the same story over and over and over and over and over again. And other members of the family would kind of roll their eyes. Oh, he's telling that one again. But she had a close bond with her dad. And she's like, just, yeah, tell me again, Dad. Tell me again. One more time, Dad. One more time. And it brought me to tears, that she had the awareness to do that with him too. And I've told that story a few times just as a reminder that sometimes the one thing that annoyed you about a person is going to be the thing that you miss the most about them too. And the good part is in spirit world, all is forgiven. No one's mad at anybody for anybody over there too. All of that's dropped. It's like what we would call the ego personality that's gone away. The false illusion of self have gone away too. So, but every day can we live our life the best we can. We're not going to do it perfectly every day, but with meaning, with purpose, and trying to make it the best that you can be, that you can have too. And why does it have to be so hard to make us have that realization? I don't know, but it is, and it's like dying makes you want to live. And so, so even a little bit of fear of death means you want to live, and that's a good thing. And a lot of people are very out of their bodies and very much like, I don't want to be here. I'm not talking about suicidal. I'm just saying they just kind of just don't want to be here. They'd rather be checked out, things like that too. And the world events right now have got people really, really down, that we're just living in this shithole and what's going on here too. But if you think about it, we really do want to live for the people that we care about, and for, our own legacy, what kind of memories we want to take with us. And so these reminders, we've all said this before, this isn't anything new, but these reminders, they keep helping us to move forward and help reminding us just to do our best, the value of life, the preciousness of life, the preciousness of love too, and really working on being present, being here, being in your bodies, and trying your best. And if we don't do our best, it's okay. We do better the next day, and giving ourselves some grace and giving each other grace too. So yeah.
We're not going to get it right. No matter how many lessons, how many losses that we experience, we're human. We're still not going to get it right. Ideally, if we can have those times when we are living in the moment, those are going to be really the precious ones to hold on to, where you're really living in the moment and you're making a conscious effort, to be present. But it's not always realistic to be present. We're so busy in all of our life stuff. It's hard. It's hard to be.
Yeah.
And yeah. I mean, all we can do is do the best that we can. And Kelly, I want to add one more thing that you mentioned. Did I learn a lot? I will tell you this. One of my biggest regrets at a loss that I had was somebody that I was trying to create boundaries with. And I knew the person was not doing the things necessarily that were best for him. Okay. And I decided to stop taking that person's calls. And I still don't know that I would have done it different, but I've at least given it some thought. And I got a call from that person, and I decided, okay, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it this time. And by the time I took the call, it was the rings were, it was too late. Okay. And there was a voice message left. And it wasn't by him. It was from a police officer. And I just dropped my phone and I told my husband, not calling. You need to call. Like, I can't do this. Gosh, I didn't think I was going to get so emotional today. And he had died. And I really beat myself up over it for a really long time. And the person was going through a hard time. And he was even homeless, and I didn't know. But I've learned to forgive myself because I know that he wasn't holding on to that I was just trying to create boundaries for myself. And I literally screamed in such despair because I thought I really effed up. Like, that was a really bad call, Nancy. And I was so emotionally so distraught. And I didn't know what to do with that one. So that was probably one of the hardest ones for me, because a very hard line was put in the sand that I made for myself. So, yeah.
After all these years, have you found something in that which gave you a little bit of clarity?
I think so. I think I came to the understanding that everyone is on their own journey. I think I also came to the understanding of not being judgmental, allowing people to be on their said journey. And it's not for me to fix them or tell them they're doing it wrong necessarily. So I do feel I learned a lot of valuable lessons with that experience. But it was a really hard one to go through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Nancy, I love you and you're beautiful in so many ways.
Thank you for sharing that, Nancy. That's tough.
You have such a beautiful heart. And so
yeah, thanks you guys. Sorry about that.
Nancy cares, everyone. Nancy really, really cares. Like, she goes hard. She's intense for friends and family. She's there. She shows up. And Nancy, I can only imagine that this was such a difficult thing for you to put up boundaries. But it was a unique situation that you could not control.
Yep.
And the fact that you're sharing it with us right now, thank you. Someone needed to hear that. More than one person needed to hear that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yep. Thank you. I used to call because the person wasn't living in my same state, and I would call to have food delivered because I didn't want to give him money based on the situation that was happening. And I got to know the people at Pizza Hut, at Denny's in that state, and I would call in the orders. And
oh,
yeah.
So you were helping. You weren't. You weren't.
Exactly.
I was helping for a really, really long time.
You were helping. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very difficult because when we're in situations where like there's addiction and really poor life choices that sometimes the backing off is the right choice, because to enable them would also be able to help them continue abusing themselves. That makes sense. So it's like love is such a strange thing to say, I love you. I love you enough to be here for you, but I also love you enough to stay away so that you can figure things out and, and hopefully have enough, have enough of an impact that you'll make better choices. Right. And so it could have gone the other way with this person. It didn't in this case, very sad, but it's nothing that you did wrong for, and you found a way to love him anyways. It just wasn't in the way that you now feel like you should have done too. So you were loving this person. And most people wouldn't do that. They wouldn't go to that much trouble to be ordering food and all of that too. So the mom in you was there, but mom in you was also saying like, he needs to grow up. He does that make sense too? So it's like, just like someday your son is going to go off into the adult world and you're going to let go. You'll be there if he needs you, but you're going to have to let him go so that he can grow up, so that he can become a man. Right. And if you were to keep, hanging on, right, he wouldn't have that opportunity. Right. And so this is just a tragic case. This particular instance is just a tragic circumstance, and the way that it happened would have happened anyways. We know that as mediums, that when it's his time, it's his time. It's just, I know you wish that you could have like rewound the dial and maybe at least have said a few words to him and things like that. We don't always get those chances too. And I have an opposite story. I have a lady in spirit who's a friend of mine, but she was also a teacher, is very close to her. Michelle knows this story too. And I haven't talked to her for a couple of years other than some texting, happy birthday, Merry Christmas, those kinds of things. And then back in, I believe it was 2022 or 2023, for some reason, I got to give God some credit here. Thank you. I get mad at you sometimes, but hey, this was when God does a good job, I'm like, such a good job. Thank you.
Not for fiery. She's fiery.
See, but in this case, for some reason we were texting and we made arrangements to talk on the phone. We talked for 5 hours, her and I, and she died 5 years later.
Wow.
5 days later. We talked for 5 hours. We hadn't talked for a couple of years on the phone, other than some texting here and there on holidays and stuff. We talked for 5 hours, catching up, and then she died 5 days later, unexpectedly, too. And it was like, well, that was the gift that I got, And I know not everybody does that, so gets that too. And so I just share with you because it's just another, another little piece of the pie of like just sort of the mystery of things, and how this all kind of like plays out in this sort of inexplicable dance of beauty and pain together, and love and joy and sorrow is all together, and it's all like this big ballroom floor. We're all in it together, and you never know what you're going to get, and I always say it's like the reflex, or the boomerang. Sometimes I call it like the reflex from Duran Duran too. You never know if it's going to go your way or if it's going to go someone else's way. One way or another, we're getting both. It's just like, well, that one sucked, but that one was good. Bad God, good. What I mean? Sorry, that's my silly thing. I hope it's making you laugh. Don't take it personally, anybody. But you have the most beautiful heart, Nancy, and so you're much too hard on yourself, because you're there for all of us too, and you're so loving, so giving, so present, things like that too. So I want to take that off and say, no, that's not you. That's not you. That's not you.
Thank you.
Yeah. We're gonna whip you. That's not you. That's not you. as soon as Jennifer says that, like I could see like Nancy's kind of resisting this. I'm like, oh, come on, Nancy. That's horrible. That was my instinct.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the funny thing is with Kim about him hearing me, the funny thing is that my first medium reading after he passed came through for me that said, I wouldn't have taken my calls either. I just started laughing.
I could totally see that happening from spirit world. I could totally see. So I hope that lifted all of that off. It's like,
It
and
helped a
these
lot.
feelings of guilt that we have, these deep feelings of guilt that we hold, it's like there's things buried underneath that go back, to even when we were little, where we took blame for things that were not our fault because we were little, right? And then we carry this repressed guilt that's misplaced, right? And then it shows up in these other ways too, right? And that's why I say it's not you. This guilt almost becomes a part of your persona or of a facet of your personality, right? It's not you. It's not Nancy. It's an experience that you're having, but there's something buried underneath that, and you can clear it, and the energy of that can unravel, and then you get that energy back for more of your Nancy glow.
Yes.
Nancy glow.
Yes.
Nancy glow. Well, everyone, first of all, was giving you so much love.
Yeah.
There was
Thank you,
heart
everyone.
of gold, Nancy, and I love these unconventional comments because it was really positive, but it's an unconventional one. Where was it? There was one that I really thought was funny. It was positive. Oh, Nancy goes harder than a mofo.
Yes, I do.
Love.
Tony, that's Tony from Texas. he's one of my students' friends.
He's from Texas. Go big or go home.
You probably met him, Nancy. He comes to our circle.
I love that.
Tony has a rockin' voice too. He's like a singer, musician, also a drummer, right? He has a rockin' voice too, so he's a lot of fun. So
thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. Thank you.
Michael Zinn just popped in too.
Hey, MZ.
Michael. Thank you.
Good to see you, my friend.
Amazing. But anyway, grief can be a mofo, that's for sure.
That's a show. That's a show.
That it is. That is so is all that, just the crazy shit that happens to us sometimes. We're just like, wow, like really? Wow, it's just a big wow to all of it too. And it's like, and yeah, I get it. And this is why I always say it always comes down to the marvelous absurdity of it all. And you just kind of, there it is. And we're just in it, existing and living and making it our best and doing the dance,
That's all we can do.
And we're going to go to spirit world and we're going to have quite a laugh. Like, oh, all of that happened. What an adventure. What a story. What a movie we played. Oh dear. And here we're all here all fine, like take a bow. It's like, but when we're in it, it just feels so fucking serious, It's like,
very
whoa.
serious. Bernadette has a really interesting question for us, and maybe we all want to kind of give I have a feeling our answers might be quite similar. Jennifer, do you want to take this one?
Sure. Thank you. They come, I'll tell you how I have experienced it as a medium, Bernadette, and anybody else. When somebody knows that they have played a part in in another person's life that has caused them harm or caused them difficulty, they often will come in with an apology, and so they show up a bit backed away, because that's their way. That's how I know it, as the way they work with me, to show respect, because they know they don't want to further traumatize you or trigger you when they're coming in to say that they're sorry too. They always take full responsibility for their actions and their behaviors. Yep, I did. They have no problem saying they're sorry. They have no problem taking responsibility, because the parts of the ego mind that would try to repress that or hide that or make a story out of it are no longer in play anymore too. So I don't know if I would use the word guilt. I think that's a more human emotion, but they love us so much that now they have an opportunity to make it better, to make it right, to help heal the damage that's been done or the hurt that's been had. And so they love you enough to find a way to get through and try to help you make it better and help you heal. And often that I'm sorry, that acknowledgement, that taking responsibility is huge for that person. Because, and that's why I say, if we can say sorry in our lifetime, please try. Please say sorry in your lifetime, because it can help that person so much. It's such a gift. Like, swallow your pride and say you're sorry, and you will feel better too. You'll get something off of your chest and a burden off of your shoulder too. And so I don't think I would call it guilt, but I would call it responsibility. They have great responsibility and love that they want to make it better and give healing to. It's difficult. I had an uncle that passed away many years ago, and he was visiting me in my house, and I had a little toddler at the time, and I was picking up on a lot of emotion from him, but I didn't know I was a medium. I knew I was connecting with him, but I didn't fully thought like, oh, I'm a medium. I'm going to be a medium someday, right? I mean, he was turning the TV off and on, but he had died very tragically too. So it's like I look back now, and it's like it's the love he had for his family that he had left behind, right? There was deep emotion in that. There was deep, deep emotion in that too. And it's like, of course, I would think he would feel guilty. Of course, I think he would feel bad for, especially the way that he passed was very tragic. But I look back now and go, that wasn't quite it. It's just so much love. And that love is so big, it can show up very deep and almost heavy, if that makes sense. So I hope that helps answer your question. I know Nancy or Kelly or some of the other mediums here might perceive it differently. So I'm going to give you what I have to give you.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with the guilt part. I think that's a human emotion. The only thing I'll add to that is, even people that I have lost, that may have been real assholes, excuse my language. Sometimes I don't necessarily get a medium coming in telling me they're apologizing. It's almost a feeling that I've gotten, that I know they're sorry, that they did the best they could here. It's a feeling that I've gotten where I personally didn't actually need to hear the words, but I felt that they understood what they could have done maybe better, or maybe could have been more supportive, or maybe this, or maybe that. So I think if you even sit with them yourself, I think you can have that telepathy, you can have that feeling, you can have all of that with them as well, and not actually have to go to a medium and necessarily hear the words.
Yeah. And Bernadette, I do feel like your father, the crying makes sense because he loves you so much, and that he would ask for your forgiveness because the energy is still connected between worlds, right? It's like you still have that thread, that bond, and that's eternal and forever. And it's like he loves you so much that he's going to ask you for forgiveness so this bond can stay strong, and so that it can strengthen it, and the golden lights within it are just going to get bigger and sparklier for you too, right? And it's like, that's how much he loves you. And he's going to come through in a way that you aren't going to understand, right? In a way that you can also receive him too. So he knows he needs to show up in a way that you will be able to really understand and take in the love that he comes forth with, like literally almost on his knees and at your doorstep, because he has the opportunity now to be the person who he really was underneath the behaviors.
That's right.
Yeah, I do. Bernadette just was born on the street because of him. He has hurt so many people. I think, hurt people hurt people. That's a saying, and unfortunately, they can't get out of the cycle. There's just patterns replicating until someone breaks the cycle, and I'm sure, Bernadette, you are in process of breaking the cycle. I do think that there's many different types of ways that spirit comes to us with how you receive it. Sometimes we just feel them in the room and we don't know what to do with that. Sometimes they come to us in our sleep, and really we're processing and healing from what happened, and they're helping us. And then sometimes we get a really strong connection where we can just feel them, and that there's like the telepathy and the empathy, and it transcends, and it's not about the words or the visions. It's about something deeper within the soul. And I do think that you see, and as a spirit, with our when we awaken in certain levels, in certain ways, we see things differently, we know things differently. And your father and those who have passed, they're able to have those spirit eyes and go, oh my goodness, I'm actually, I could say it in 1,000 ways, but I'm actually really not this person. So Bernadette, I don't know how you feel about this sentence, but it came to me kind of earlier, and I'm thinking about it again. But we are not our emotions. We are not our thoughts. Even sometimes we are something much more primordial than that, and we are playing out all these parts. And sometimes we don't know why we even are, but we're playing out all these parts. And your dad is so much bigger and not fragmented. So I do think that the original question was, do spirits have guilt? I think that's an energetic matter of almost fragmentation, and he is in a place of wholeness, coming to you to help
Yeah.
you
Ooh,
get closer to wholeness.
got the chills with that one. Yep.
Yeah.
To answer your question about seeing spirits, Bernadette, most mediums see clairvoyantly in their mind's eye. Some do see objectively; they literally can see the spirits in the room or even through a screen with their vision, with their eyeball vision, as I like to say. That's called objective clairvoyance. From what I've seen, that's fairly rare, right? So you can definitely put the intention out to try to develop that, but anything you do that helps your clairvoyance will help you to improve your your vision, your inner vision too, which is just as meaningful and impactful as your outer vision. And maybe even better, you might even see things that you wouldn't be able to see with your eyes on. I would love to see spirits in the room. That would make me so happy because I get
I
all
know.
jazzed about stuff like that. It just doesn't happen. I'm lucky if I see a light flicker or something,
I
you know.
know. I know. If you figure
I,
out how to do it, let us
yes.
know.
So yeah, objective clairvoyance not very common, but don't never say never if that makes sense too.
Mhm.
Yeah, and you don't do this, So, but yeah, take your time with it too, so you build up that trust in the spirit world. Like I'm not scared of anything in spirit world, but I've developed the trust over time, right? And so just take your time with that. But anything you do to enhance your clairvoyance. Art is great. Anything creative, taking the time to go out in nature and look at the intricate detail in things too, like really look at all the colors, all the lines, all the shapes and things like that. That's helping your inner vision. Anything playful and imaginative is helping as well too. I love those magic eye books. And they even have the 3D website. You can play with the magic eye where you have to learn to look through the picture so it becomes 3D. Otherwise, it's just a bunch of blotches, right? Too, and just practice. But if I say, Bernadette, can you see a red apple in your mind? Ding, you just got it. That's your clairvoyance. You use it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to say, Bernadette, Nancy, and Jennifer both extensively went into the question you asked. So please watch the playback because there's a lot of content specifically for you. That's really, really beautiful. And what Jennifer is saying too, I'm really inspired to say, is it's healing the way that you're able to see. So like generationally, people did not want to see things playing out. They avoided. They shut down really vital parts of themselves, and you are generationally healing that. You're like a warrior. And so you said, I don't do visits awake, or don't receive visits awake. Don't be afraid to see with your living eyes. That's the way that you're able to transcend these things.
Yeah.
to be okay with
Yeah.
seeing what's really going on with you and other people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you block, you block. So it's like if you intentionally block, then you're also like blocking out the other possibilities too. So it's just like learning how to be open and trusting too. But that's, you build that with time and practice and patience, and healing too. And just when you know your own power, then there's nothing to fear anymore. But that's a process a journey to go on too. And so much love to you, Bernadette, too. Thanks for your questions too. You asked really really important and helpful
Yeah.
questions that everyone can
Agree.
benefit from.
Yeah.
Oh, they flick your lights a lot. Very cool. I love that.
Mhm.
You guys can flick mine anytime now. Hang on my walls,
It's
throw some shit
welcome.
around. I don't care. I love
Come
it all.
on in.
Just I might scare other people, but I like, yeah, throw it out there against the wall. Woohoo.
And it could change over time too, because I think for me initially, I started getting pictures that would move. I had a bunch of pictures on a
I
wall, and they would
remember.
look it.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, it kind of freaked me out, and I told Spirit, okay, stop doing that. You're kind of freaking me out. Stop doing that. And then, like, can you bring it back? Can you
I mean,
do
that? That's funny.
I'm ready
I'm ready
now.
now. I changed my mind.
Yeah, right?
Come back.
That's so beautiful. Vivian's bringing up that May is Mental Health Awareness
Yes, it
Month,
is.
and
Yep.
so what a perfect time for us to be having this discussion that we've been having. Thank you, Vivian. It just comes
Yeah.
full circle. So this is what's in the ethers right now. This is what we all need to come together for too. And rapid change right now, big energies knocking the shit out of people like left and right with these energies. And it's like, so yeah, we need to just continue supporting each other through this. So this is not easy being human. It is. This is.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
This is like gangster planet.
Gangster planet. Yeah.
But so much
Wow.
love.
Yes.
But so much love. But so much. There's still so much love
Gangster
and
love
beauty.
planet.
I know it is because it's so hard, but there's still so much love and there's so much beauty and there's so much blessing and there's so much miracles. And we just forget that part all the time. We focus so much on the negative, and gangster's paradise. There you go, Tony. Well said.
Hi, Diana.
Yeah. And,
We need t-shirts. We need t-shirts with "It's a gangster's paradise" or "It's a gangster love planet." Like
and everyone's gonna be like, "Yep." we got that. We got the scars and tattoos and the sword to prove it, right? We're just like, oh my gosh.
It's that whole like spiritual thug thing. People were getting, I think, shirts for a little bit that said like spiritual thug or what was it?
I think it's spiritual gangster. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Spiritual gangster. That's like an actual clothing brand too.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So,
yeah, I've told this story before, and this is probably out there, and some of you may or may not believe this, but I literally had one textured wall in my house after my mom passed, and it literally transformed just this wall, which faced my bed, transformed and it was probably just for my eyes, even though my son could also describe it to me as well. Where my mom literally looked like she looked when she was passed, very peaceful, very serene, very beautiful. And she had two angels kissing each side of her cheeks. And I could see the angel wings. I could see everything like in 4 or 5D. It was so detailed for me. And even taking a picture, I could still see it. But again, I knew it was for me. And I wanted to get up on top of a mountaintop going, holy shit, like this happened. But it was for me. It was for me. And it was beautiful. It was amazing. I mean,
this is, so that's, you can call that a miracle, that's in medium terms, we call that a physical phenomenon. And that's, you had a objective clairvoyant visitation with your mother and the angelic realm coming through for you too. And
She did.
yeah, you can't make that stuff up,
And and
and that's a gift.
I remember because of the timing, the night before I woke up to it, I had said, I didn't even get to say goodbye. I didn't even get to say goodbye. And I had a visitation from my mom. Unbelievable, you guys. This is why there's no doubt in my mind at all. I literally had, which I knew who it was, somebody hugging me so tightly. And in slow motion, I kind of pushed her away finally, and I could see her smiling, and it was so beautiful. And then I woke up just with this big smile on my face. Like I literally said, I didn't even get to hug you and say goodbye. And it happened. I know not everybody gets their wish when they ask for that, but I got my wish. And the next day, that wall turned into something else for me. It's just absolutely
The power of
phenomenal.
love, a force from
Phenomenal.
above,
So I have no
cleaning my
doubt in my
soul.
mind about any of this, any of
Mm.
it.
And that, my
Yeah.
friends, is a mic drop moment. The power of love.
Power
Oh,
of
spirit.
That's right.
Can I ask Nancy like what the wings looked like or what the angels look like if you could remember? Because that sounds amazing. You said like 45D clarity.
Oh yeah. Beyond beautiful. I could see like even the texture of the wings. I can see the angelic faces. And even before that came to me, a medium friend told me, yeah, angels had their arms out for your mom when she passed. And that's exactly what got created on this wall for me. And I could even see the way my mom's hair looked, and she had some bangs in her hair. Everything was so crystal clear for me to
Mm.
see the expression on her face, the beautiful angelic angels. I didn't want to move from that house, but at the time, it was okay. I got what I needed at the very time that I needed it for whatever that period of time was that I needed it. Do I still wonder if it's still there and I don't live there? I sure do. And I just really want to go knock on that door and say, can I go up to the master bedroom, please?
Well, her, that the energy of her, I mean, yes, the location has something to do with it, but, she's going to follow you. Your mom's going to follow you into any new place that you go, and you remind us of something important that no one dies alone, no one
Yeah.
passes alone too. And every passing is sacred. I'll keep saying it too. I've just, I've seen consciousness just like zip, like they zip up like really fast too. But it's like there's always somebody with them. It's either a loved one, an angel, the hand of God scoops them up, But there's always somebody that comes to get them too. I love it when it's when it's the soulmate comes and gets them. It's because usually the man dies before the woman in most cases. And so, it's like, oh, he came and scooped her up and took her and like, oh, me.
Yeah. even in death.
even in death, he's like,
I mean, I'm sure a lot of us have had just these beautiful, magical moments that
yeah,
really just are beyond what we could have ever imagined, right? Like
yeah,
beyond. And I've been really blessed with a lot of them. A lot of my family members have come to me in that manner. And right as I said that, I got this little feeling in both of my
mhm,
ears. It's just been really beautiful. I mean, my mom even asked me at one point if I ever thought about being a medium. I'm like, no, why would I do that? No.
Really?
Like,
When she was
hello,
alive, she asked you?
yeah, because at that time, I was working for a medium, and my mom's like, you're so fascinated with this. Like, have you ever considered? I'm like, I'm not a medium. Like, what? No, I can't connect with, I can't do that.
of course you are. Like if you're
Hi.
dabbling around the edges, you're that means it's probably meant for you. I've had people at public demonstrations, they raise their hand and they're like, how do you do that? What's that like? And when they're that curious, I just look at them and I'm like, you could do this, right? And they're like, no, me. And I'm like, you would not be asking these questions if you weren't a medium. Now everybody's a medium, but some people, they have the pull in them to really like develop it and so forth too. And Jennifer's, her mom came to greet her partner when he passed. Yeah,
absolutely.
He definitely will come for you, but not yet.
But not yet. You will get the picture that Jennifer just painted will happen.
No doubt in my mind, he's first in line. So.
I just picture him on this beautiful white horse, the steed, and the throwing you up.
I got the Titanic thing with Jack at the top of the stairs, and she's back in her young self. She died at 101, and she ascends up the stairs. And then they start kissing. Oh,
I'm getting like he shows up in like a tuxer suit and hands her a bouquet of roses.
That's right.
She puts them in her arms and he lifts her up. We're all getting romantic things.
Yes.
What were you saying, Nancy? What did you say?
It's going to be magical. It's just going to be so magical. Beyond your imagination.
I'm seeing like a carriage with horses, like almost like Cinderella, where they ride on. It's just really pretty romantic visuals.
Yes, absolutely. Jennifer.
That's him.
How do you like the story we painted, Jennifer? Because
I think she likes it very much.
Way better than we even just described it.
The thing about Jennifer's partner is, he's sexy, so he's gonna make it good. I'm just telling you, there's gonna be some passion in there, it's white horse carriage, all that, but there's gonna be a little spice too. Just hold out for the spice. I can just tell he still has the hots for you still. So it's like,
Jennifer,
I'm turning red.
Funny. I heard another medium talking about, the SEX, even after passing.
Yes. I told you guys that spirits can still have sex for you. Yes, they can still have sex with you after they pass. I heard another medium
talking about this, and I'm like, oh.
No, let's talk about it. Spirit sex is a real thing, and it's energetic. And yes, you can feel a lot. Yes, absolutely. There's a lot of people who can do that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Just open yourself up to it energetically and mentally and emotionally, because they don't want to scare you, right? But if that amorous energy starts to descend upon you, that's your person. I say go for it. Enjoy the love.
We went right from sadness to having sex.
I mean, you guys got needs. Michelle's probably cracking up.
I'm not going to say the joke I was going to say. I decided to.
We brought all this full circle, did we not?
Hey, we're laughing again.
She's validating your. I always put it so delicate. I'm like, you can still enjoy passion with them afterwards. And I'm just kind of hinting and just going around the edges. And Nancy, you just came out right. It said it like spirit sex.
I heard that. I'm like, oh, Jennifer talks about this.
Well, sometimes people, they have soulmates that are in spirit that haven't incarnated too. So they come through like as a guide or as a guardian angel. And then you realize you're having like, you're almost having like a soulmate or twin flame type of relationship with somebody in spirit world too, because they're bonded to you. They just didn't incarnate. And so it's like, there's all kinds of, this is where now we're going into like, spirit world isn't just spirit world. Earth world isn't just earth world. They're very interconnected too. And so we're getting into the mystical experiences that people have, but hey,
spiritual karma sutra.
Some spiritual sutra. Absolutely.
Now that makes the human reality quite fun.
It's energy, and we're all sharing energy, and there's so much more to physicality than sex. So of course that would translate. Mm-hmm. I think I'm trying to just answer it really kosher. There's a lot I can say.
I'm talking like crazy for some reason all of a sudden.
Sex is how life starts. LOL. Our ticket into this place called Earth. Yeah, I
It's
think that's a good gateway into it. I mean,
it's the
my
creationary energy.
is
Yeah.
life force energy. So, yeah, that's an energy flush.
Just say God is very sexy and very open-minded. Look at the world.
Very creation-y,
God
sexy.
is sexy, creationary, kinky energy. Look at the world and you'll see what I mean. It's just like, sorry,
Game of
true.
It's an
Thrones.
option.
Perfect
It's
example.
very true. Sorry. The Holy Spirit, absolutely. The love, absolutely. The grace, the compassion, all of that. But that's all part of the passion, the passion, they say the passion of the Christ, all of that, that energy is the
Yeah.
creative force. And that's what moves through you, and, ladies, you give birth, you are creators. You have this
Right.
force within you. Tune into it. Enjoy your lives. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's your fire.
Just a quick alert, make sure anyone who's on here is 18 and older. Please.
We don't have a disclaimer on this video, dear.
Yeah, maybe we should. We made this before. We should add a disclaimer to this one. Yeah, that's fair enough. Thank you for channeling that for a second. We have it on the other ones. I just think, they're like infinite possibilities, right? So it's like, what's
Yeah.
behind door number 5,687? You have fun.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's people that can relate to this. Thank you, Mish, for sharing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mind-blowing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sure can be.
Diss the claim. Is you're saying, is that what you say? Is this what we're saying? Yes, this is our claim.
A disclaimer.
Tawny's like, I'm open for a reading now.
I know. We are past 8:00, ladies.
Okay.
Should we maybe do some final words? It's been a lovely anniversary special and lovely to have you with us, Kelly, once again.
Yes. Thank
So
you.
thank you. It's just, we make a good trio. I was going to
Yeah.
say threesome, but I meant trio because I know what you guys were going to do with that. I meant that very
I heard it on the
innocently.
inside, and I was just like, okay, yes.
I don't know, but we may need to go out for sushi afterwards.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Just,
Do you
I
would
don't
like
know what
to
to
leave
say to
us
that.
with a collective message, Miss Kelly?
collective
On that note.
message. Open wide. There's a lot of life to live.
Yes, there is.
Live your best life and make it sexy.
There you go.
Organite
Absolutely.
has come from beautiful.
Oh, it's been so much fun. Thank you all so much.
Jennifer has the giggles. Nancy does too, but Jennifer really does have the giggles.
I'm so proud of you, ladies.
Hi, Jeffrey.
We hope you caught some of that fun time. He's
we
smiling
love
with
you.
us.
We love you all so much.
Jeffrey's my good friend. Yeah. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you. We love you too. So
we hope to have a second year of more fabulousness, more fun.
Tony's funny.
We went really deep today, didn't we, ladies?
We did. We did.
See, everything starts to sound like sex after a while. We're just like,
what can we do?
such is life. It's the cosmic humor playing itself out. Once again, the cosmic humor is very humorous.
We totally understand.
We understand you, Mish. Thank you for your comments. We appreciate you.
Thank you for all of your contributions. We love you. Absolutely.
See, Tony and all of us can relate. We go off the deep end. That's all.
The puns are getting pretty bad now.
Love a happy ending.
I think it's time to Yeah. It's time to hasta la vista, sayonara. Much love, everybody. God
That's
bless.
exciting. That's innocent enough, or is it?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, we will see you all very soon.
Much love to everybody. Thank you for joining us on Fashionably Spiritual. And we will be back on the first week of June to join you once again for another fabulous show. So
Yes, we
thank you very
will.
much. Have a beautiful night and a blessed week. Next week, whoever is left, I will be back on with the Love Show with Dr. Harmony, Twin Flame Expert. You definitely don't want to miss that. So it's going to be pretty exciting. So see you all next time. Lots of
Sizzle,
love.
sizzle. Thank you all. Bye.